Linux and open source apparently has a problem, according to this guy. It all started with this Brody guy. He got a whole website dedicated to call him out. Great start with the warning there. The content in this document might contain content that is potentially illegal in your country. If you think they're potentially illegal, then why are you sharing them? Let's get straight to the biggest issue with this entire call out. Anime. The writer treats anime characters as real people. The writers are absolutely clueless with the anime community or fiction in general, so whatever he does online that's related to anime or fiction, they treat it as if it's about real people. He likes fictional incest. That means he wants to screw his real-life siblings. That's what this document is arguing. Just because you can't tell the difference between fictional and real doesn't mean everyone else can't. Seize with this projection. This doc highlighted Brody's Ron personality by showing him upvoting Reddit posts featuring adult cosplayers. Bravo, guys, bravo. That's definitely undeniable proof that he is a danger to children, right? Liking adult cosplayers? Oh wait, the adult cosplayer said loli, and they cosplay young anime characters, Shiro and Izuna from No Game No Life. Irrelevant! The two cosplayers are adults. They are still active to this day, and one of them even battled through cancer. Do you people just read loli and just immediately gets outraged? Do you check any of these archives? One section said, judge him by his friends. Are you mad? That's quite literally guilt by association. Are you seriously running out of materials to cancel him that you have to judge him by his friends? This is some unhinged lunacy. You can read the document yourself and it just reeks of mid-2010s social justice garbage. I am genuinely feeling like Claire Redfield shooting zombies left and right because they are resurrecting decades-old controversies that are still living rent-free in their heads. They literally reference Gamergate and calls PewDiePie a bigot! The writer is stuck in the last decade, and yet this website was published in February this year. Whoever made this document is a terminally online lunatic desperately trying to cancel this guy with whatever horrible sins they can get, even if they must dig decades-old controversies. Whatever legitimate grievances that you have with this Brody guy, it is buried by your inability to distinguish between anime and real people, and your pathetic attempts at grasping whatever straws you can get to cancel him. Oh wait, he said the N-word 10 years ago, and he's white and Australian!
Oh no, I'm Australian!
The open source Linux scandal continues with another expose document from October 2024, this time exposing this person named Drew DeVault. Again, if you make a warning saying that the content of this blog is potentially illegal, then why are you spreading them? He made a bot that hunts for sources of lewd anime images in plenty of subreddits, including one that features quite a lot of really young anime girls, one that this document links completely uncensored. Congratulations, writer, by your own logic, you just shared illegal content. And for what? For canceling this guy? Lewd anime images featuring young anime characters are not illegal. I know, because if it is, you wouldn't be sharing it. And this guy wouldn't get in trouble with it either, because if he gets in trouble, so do you. He also has a Dunbaru account. Oh no, he has an account in Dunbaru, a platinum one at that, which allows him to see publicly censored tags, including young anime girls and boys. They are fictional characters, they are not real. And you yourself are linking the images. One of them is lewd images of Kyoko from Madoka Magica. Why are you sharing them? You yourself called them illegal, so why are you sharing them here? The worst thing that I found about this guy is that he defended a self-admitted predator for being exposed online. A predator who once moderated a preteen girl and jailbait subreddit. Ugh. Granted, the thread was from 12 years ago, so the writer is grasping at straws again for this one. They were talking about Rebecca Black. Yes, the Friday Rebecca Black. And they were talking about how hot she was 12 years ago when she was 14. Ew, what is wrong with you? This Drew guy defended the predator, saying that he pitied them and that you shouldn't just expose him on an unrelated thread. No, you should. He's an actual danger to the internet and society in general. Stop defending actual predators for God's sake. And you, writer of this article, this guy's take is abhorrent, but if you have to scrape 12-year-old deleted Reddit threads to cancel this guy instead of asking me about what he thinks of this now, you are unhinged. Other than that abhorrent garbage, this is still mostly about anime characters. The writer who made this call out really doesn't know the difference between anime and real people and treat them as if they are the same. They are not. Just because you personally find the content disgusting doesn't dismiss the fact that the characters are fictional. They are not real. And the only danger that these two pose are towards the smell of their body pillows. Some people are clearly out of their depth when discussing topics that they don't spend some time researching. This guy wants an Australian man arrested because he likes young anime characters in sexual situations. That is illegal in Australia where he lives, and it's true. Sucks to be you, Australians.
Oh no, I'm Australian.
But then, he talks about the US, and this is where he gets things wrong. In short, no, you will not get in legal trouble for liking adult anime content in the US. If you don't like that, then you'll love UK and Australia. They'll arrest anyone that likes anything these days. The Protect Act of 2003 does not explicitly state that fictional content is illegal. They have to pass what is called the Miller test, which goes through 3 metrics that are notoriously difficult to overcome. He said that the law has been repeatedly, successfully tested in court. That is straight up wrong. You cited 2 cases from nearly 2 decades ago. Only 2 from 2 decades ago. None from this decade or the last decade. Even then, you are missing a lot of context. The first case with Horley, he's an actual predator. He has prior convictions related to crimes involving children, and he actually messaged children in online chats using the government's computer, where he also used it to look and print illegal content. He was a repeat offender and a danger to children who just so happen to like anime gore. Yes, people like him exist. That doesn't mean the people who like gore are all criminals. The second case with Handley is also the same gore content, except he's a totally clean individual with no priors. He imported gore doujins from Japan, and the customs decided to inspect his package manually. They find out that he loves them gore doujins. The funny thing is, he could have actually won the case, but he doesn't have the financial resources, and he was bullied to plead guilty for 6 months instead of challenging a possible 20-year sentence. So, your evidence that the US considers adult anime content illegal is a misinterpretation of the Protect Act of 2003, one case where the guy has prior convictions for being an actual threat to real children, and one case where the guy was bullied to take a guilty plea on a case that he could have won. Ever since then, there have been 0 major federal prosecutions in the US for lewd anime content. 0. Moral guardians really do not like their morals to be argued. They just want to get mad. Right on cue, a flood of people have arrived to defend sexualized depictions of children. They are not children. They are fictional characters. Of course we're defending them. You are creating a moral panic out of fictional characters and wasting everyone's time. Whether it's pictures of real children or cartoon depictions, it's all evil. Dude, we are not interested in hearing your morality and what you think as evil. It's evidently not enough to cancel these 2 people. I read the call-out posts. They absolutely reek of mid-2010s social justice garbage written by delusional activists who can't get over decades-old gaming scandal and PewDiePie making Nazi jokes. If you take their words seriously because you can't tell the difference between fictional drawings and real-life children, you are just as crazy as they are. This is not up for debate. In other words, I don't want my morals to be challenged by facts, logic, or reason. You are officially unhinged. You don't care about the facts. You don't care about what other people think. You just want to shove your personal morality to people without any forms of challenge. I think it's wrong trying to cancel these 2 guys over fictional content, even when there are other legitimate reasons to cancel them. But that's just my personal morality, and that's not up for debate. Right? I love it when people tries to limit free speech to just the most important things. Free speech never meant I get to satisfy whatever fetish I have. No, the fetish has to be a legal one, and fictional content is absolutely legal, no matter how screwed up they are. No, your hentai young anime girls fetish is not equivalent to a Thomas Paine pamphlet. That implies every 18 plus content should have that level of societal importance. I love how you are in favor of free speech only if the content or expression is changing the world. Well, considering that these 18 plus anime content are causing a huge uproar from people like you, I think it's changing the world for the better. Go straight to jail, degenerate. Sorry, but you have no legal basis to throw us to jail. You're welcome to try, but it's a waste of everyone's time, so I'll just tell you what happened. The police will tell you to stop wasting their time. These are fictional characters, not real children. Come back when actual children are being harmed. Also, false police reports is a crime. Keep that in mind. Boy, the people who are clueless about this discourse absolutely loves to bring this argument. Drawings are not real people, including drawings of young anime girls. So, people who like young anime girls aren't criminals that prey on real children. This is true, but you people love this counter argument, right? Who do the drawings represent? Who do the drawings represent? Fictional characters. Oh, sorry, you expect me to say children? No, because they are not children. They are fictional characters. They are fictional depictions of what they deem as children in their universe, but not in ours. Madoka isn't a real middle schooler or an actual magical girl. Kyoko isn't a real minor. Megumin isn't a real teenager. Tatsumaki isn't a real child. She isn't even a child. Emi isn't a real teenager. Nanako isn't a real child. Ken isn't a real 10-year-old. These fictional characters can act or behave like real children or teenagers in the real world, but they are not real. You can do whatever you want with them. In fact, the writers of the fiction that they were in are incredibly merciless with them. But do you see them getting convicted for child abuse? I don't think so. Some of these moral guardians are willing to go full scorch earth with the most insane excuses. These young anime girls promoting perverts are one of the key reasons for all those ill-conceived age verification laws. Wait, what? Young anime girls and boys contribute to age verification laws? How? People see the grotesque perversion, targeting, and sexualizing children, and people want to protect kids from them. No, the age verification laws are supposed to protect children from all 18 plus content, not just the ones featuring anime characters. That's the idea, at least, but they are actually a violation of adult privacy because you have to hand over your IDs, and the websites that look over your ID don't have the most protected security. As a Linux content creator who prioritizes privacy over everything, you should know this. Normal people feel compelled to do something, anything, in the face of an undeniable evil, which seems to be targeting kids. They are not targeting kids. They are targeting fictional characters. Fictional characters are not real kids. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson? Also, if you prioritize the protection of fictional characters over real people's privacy, you are below any scopes of what is considered normal. It is also significantly harming every computer user by providing additional motivation and excuses for politicians and regular people to push for age verifications. Regular people? You mean the government bootlickers? No one in their right mind will want to push for age verification and privacy violations over adult content. The government and their bootlickers will use anything as an excuse for their tyranny. We have nothing to do with their desire for control. You are so deluded with your morality that you are justifying the government and their bootlickers to violate people's privacy in favor of protecting those fictional characters. Oh, sorry, children, right? Because these fictional made-up characters that got tortured emotionally, psychologically, and even physically are children too, right? This just shows how utterly clueless you are in this topic, and why you should step away from this discussion before you embarrass yourself even more. Here's another installment of both moral guardians failing to recognize basic facts and failing to use AI properly to push their agendas. You got away with asking Australia if sexual content featuring young fictional characters are illegal, because Australia and the UK, for that matter, not only restricts the depictions of fictional characters, but they also restrict all sorts of content. They even want to monitor your consumptions through age verification and digital ID. Great job, government. Violate people's privacy to consume private content. Unfortunately, once again, you are way out of your depth when talking about the US. You said that adult materials depicting children is not covered by the First Amendment, and you asked an AI for that. You did not specify that the adult material in question feature fictional characters, not real people. That one is covered by the First Amendment, and since you're using an AI to support your argument, so am I. Except I know how to use it better, and you just asked a yes or no question without any forms of nuance to confirm your own morality without actually looking at the facts. You cited New York versus Verber from 1982. You clearly didn't look up this case, because if you did, then you'll find out that the case is about a guy who sold 2 undercover police officers actual illegal content featuring young boys. That case has nothing to do with fictional characters. The very thing that you are getting outraged at right now. The dude literally sold illegal materials, and the First Amendment does not protect vile trash like that, because real children's safety is the #1 priority, not fictional made-up characters. In your pursuit of pushing your morality towards fiction, you completely ignored the facts. You cited your AI reply without double-checking it to make sure that the content supports your argument, and you cited websites that are spreading the content that you yourself deem illegal and unprotected by the First Amendment. By your logic, you should be arrested too. But hey, since you are excusing the government and their privacy violations, I suggest you move to any of the Commonwealth countries that are more suitable for your personal morality, because the US is clearly too much freedom for you. And that's all for the video today. Here's a cat. Huge thanks to all the wonderful sponsors this week. You're all fantastic. Don't forget to check out my previous videos here. Click the like button, comment, subscribe, join the YouTube membership, leave some tips, just $1 down below. And thanks for watching.